you use your life do better thing. Make you use your life do better thing. If na January, yeah, which day will they shout Christmas don't they come? The Christmas don't come, you don't go. New Year don't come, don't go. Which day you shout Happy New Year? If you check your date now, that Happy New Year don't work out they go, which means 2018 don't they go be that. No day they talk say time still day. Time no day anywhere. Make you stand up. May you use your life do better thing. My name na Suleiman Abdurazak, aka Akaramakala. I know they alone for studio. We boko shele for studio. And as on Akukuma Sabi, today will be Saturday. Now for our people, our brothers in the diaspora. But we go borrow small inside on our time. Somebody go down the wave. No. Moku borrow small. And I no go vex. Moku hear from this our sister. Even her too. Because she there miss now, no mean say she no be diaspora. Because now there she they live before. Moku pass this microphone to this our sister with their midst. We be diaspora and inspora. Because when she did there, she be diaspora. Now when she did inside studio, inspora. I on a go school, mona clap for herself. Good morning, my sister.
Good morning, sir. Akramakala.
Now waiting be your name.
My name na Florence Ibe Awuchi. From Owerri, Imo State.
Waiting be that thing will make you carry cry come Human Rights Radio for the program Brekete Family.
Thank you, sir. My name again is Florence Ibe Awuchi from Imo State. I lived in USA since 1991 till 2005. In 2005, February 28, I married a Nigerian American citizen by name Anthony Akinde, who I've known since I met him in 1999. And I just bought a house too, which he advised me to do because I was renting all throughout I was there. I was paying rent, so he advised me to buy a home on mortgage. In that case, after paying the mortgage, the house becomes mine, and I did that. So immediately after buying the house, I moved in. January 31st, the last day of January, that 2005, into the house. Less than a week, I moved into the house. I received a letter from immigration inviting me to their office, though there had been an order for my removal because I filed for asylum, which was
from the house
from US to back to Nigeria. Yes, but my lawyer was debating that with them because I didn't commit any crime. There was nothing. I was a good citizen. I went to school there. I worked there. No conviction of any kind.
Which type of school or which kind of school do you
I
go
did,
for there?
When I got there, I worked as a nursing assistant. I worked so hard. I went to school. I was working full-time. Went to school part-time. I got licensed practical nurse, nursing license. So I stopped working as a nursing assistant, then started working as a licensed practical nurse from year 2001 until that 2005 that I was brought back. So when I received that letter from them, it dated I should see them on 8th of March. So I called, though my husband, we've not moved in together, because I told him we cannot move in together until he has seen my family back here in Nigeria. He had his own house. I said, okay, we both agreed on that. So I was living alone. Then I had a tenant, my schoolmate, that rented the down, because it's duplex, 1 bedroom down, 2 bedrooms upstairs. So the lady came and rented the downstairs for $500 while I stayed upstairs alone in the 2 bedrooms. So I told my husband we cannot move in together. He agreed, so he stayed. When I was now told I had to leave US, I should come to their office on that March 8th, I said okay. I called the lawyer. The lawyer said okay, he will meet me there. So I had exam that very day, March 8th. I called my instructor and took an excuse. He said okay, no problem. So I went to immigration's office. My lawyer came, my husband came. So my husband told them, since we are now married, he will go ahead and fight for my green card there instead of bringing me back. But they said no, for the fact that their letter got to me before our marriage. I still have to leave US and let him fight for me and bring me back to US. So my lawyer tried all possible best, but they still refused that I still have to come back to Nigeria and let my husband file for me. So I was detained. Actually, that day my lawyer said no. There was something they call stay off deportation, stay off deportation, whatever. Then they bought that form. They said it was $250. I paid for it. My lawyer filed that for me, stay off deportation. So they asked me to come back on the 10th, which was 2 days' time. I said okay. Though I had exam again that day, but my instructor said no problem. I should come on that Thursday after the exam that I missed on Tuesday. I will take that exam I missed on Tuesday, then take the one of Thursday. Then I can now go from school to immigration's office. And that was exactly what I did. But on getting there, on that Thursday, 10th of March, I was detained. So they told me the stay of deportation my lawyer filed for me was denied. So, and they will not allow me to go back home. So they have to keep me until when they are ready to bring me back to Nigeria. So I was detained. I didn't go back to my house. So the way I left my house that morning to school, till today that I'm talking to you, I did not go back to my house. I was detained for a month plus, there about a month plus, because I was brought back April 15th, back to Nigeria. But before I came back, I handed everything over to my husband. My car, even I drove, he was the one that drove the car back to my house, because I drove from school to immigration's office. So I handed him everything over to him. So while I was here, I came back here. We were communicating. There was no problem, no quarrel between us. He was calling me even sometimes 3-4 times in a week. Until August, he called me and said he was coming home. He's from Ondo State, a Yoruba man. He said he was coming home. I said, okay. 2 days before he came home, he called me again and said, he's coming in so day or 2 days time. And when he gets here, there's a place he's taking me to, and I must not say it to anybody. I said, where is the place? He said, I shouldn't worry until he gets back. I said, okay. So he got back. I went and I met him. I went to his house. He built a house in Ikorodu. I went there. I saw him. We stayed. I stayed long. In the evening time, I left back to where I was living with my cousin in Orile. So he gave me the date I will come out at Ojota, where he will pick me to the place he told me. So I was scared. There's no way I can go anywhere without telling anybody. or any family member. So I told my cousin I was living with that, see what my husband said though. See what my husband said though, that he would take me somewhere. He said no, the wife will follow me. So his wife followed me. His wife followed me to Ojota, where my husband picked me. So immediately he saw her, he was so upset, so angry. I gave my sister-in-law a sign to leave. At least he has seen that I came with somebody that has seen him, two of us together. So my sister-in-law left. I entered the vehicle. They picked, the driver drove off. They took me to Ibadan. Inside Ibadan, very old building. When we got there, they parked. We went upstairs. Met one Afa, Muslim Afa, elderly man. We sat down. The man was doing incantation, doing something like draft. He placed on the floor, doing whatever he was doing. They were talking, and so my husband left and went outside, said he was going to ease himself. So the Afa told me, Madam, I've seen you are a good woman. I'm not going to hurt you. I will not kill you. But be careful of this man. He's not a good man. He's not from a good family. I will even suggest you don't even marry him. Please. And there's something I will give you. When I give you that thing, I will give him also. When you get to a river, where there is river, you say something. Just pretend like you are saying something. Drop it in the river. He will do the same thing. I said, okay. And that was what the man did. When we were about to leave, he gave me something and gave him. Say on the way, we should drop it in the river. So when we left, the man wanted me to continue to come to him, but I didn't go back to him. So on the way, as we were going, we saw a river, that Ibadan Express Road. He asked the driver to stop. The driver stopped and we came down. He was saying something, I just pretended like I was saying something also. I just threw it in the river, whatever it was. He did the same thing. And then we entered the vehicle back to on the road. They now dropped me. I left. So he told me the day he would be going back to US. Then asked me to come that day. Before the following day he would leave for US. So I went and I spent the night there. The following day he was to go back to US. The driver carried us. They dropped me on the way and then he left. When he got to US, he called me. I said, thank God for Johnny Mercy. We were communicating, no problem. When it was in December 25th, I expected a call from him. He didn't call me. I had to call. I called the landline line, called his handset. He didn't pick any of them. 26th, the same thing. 27th, the same thing. But later at night, he now called me and said, he was sorry that he had an accident on that Christmas day. He was in the hospital. That was the reason he didn't call me. I said, that he slipped on snow. I said, well, be careful. Are you okay now? He said, yes. I said, okay. He said, okay, he was going to call me back on New Year's Day, which was January 1st, 2006. And he called. Sorry, that's a point I missed. When he came back, I asked him, what about the form for the green card? He was filing for me, or he was to file for me. He said, okay, he will bring it when, he will send it to me when he gets back to US. I said, okay. So that 1st of January, when he called, I said, oh, Happy New Year. He said, no, it's not a Happy New Year. I said, what happened? What happened? He said, he had a stroke. I said, a stroke? He said, even in a wheelchair. I said, sorry, take care of yourself. He said, okay. Then the form he sent to me, I filled it and sent back to the lawyer. And the lawyer told me, by God's grace, very soon I'm coming back to US. I said, okay. So that first he called. He didn't call again until 17th of that January he called. When he called, he was not saying because of his ill health, he won't be able to be paying my mortgage again. And he was just saying all sort of things. I say, try now, but very soon I'll be coming. He said he cannot continue. What he will do. I said, but the lady downstairs is giving you 500. All you were adding, it's 800, roughly 800. I'll come back very soon. And the arrangement was, then when I come back, we either move into my own house or to his own house. He said, well, what will happen is that he will take pictures of everything in my house, the surrounding of the house, or my car, and send the pictures to me. I said, what will I do with the pictures? But I'm coming back there. What am I going to do with the pictures you will send to me? And after that, he dropped. He didn't call me again. I called. He didn't pick. The following day, I called. I now discovered that he has disconnected his telephone numbers.
So you don't feel reach him again?
I don't feel reach him again. Both the land phone and the handset. So I waited. I called my cousin. Even before we got married, we traveled to Philadelphia to my cousin for introduction. That was in either 2003 or 2004.
It's making no say you get people.
Exactly. So I called my cousin. I flashed my cousin. He now called me. I told him, I said, see what is happening. He said, don't worry. He will see what he can do. So my cousin later called me and said he was trying the same thing. All the numbers were disconnected. My cousin said, I shouldn't worry. So since then, I waited and waited. That January ended. February, I didn't hear anything from him. I said, okay, let me pick up that lawyer's number, the one that was filing my green card. I called the man. He said, you've not heard from him? I said, no. He said he withdrew the petition for my green card since first week of January. I now told the lawyer, I said, so what am I supposed to do now? Can you stand for me now? He said, no, he cannot, because he's my husband's lawyer. That I needed to get another lawyer that will fight it for me. But for him, he cannot do that. Otherwise, he's going to sue him, because he is his lawyer, not mine. And I didn't have dollars, from here in Nigeria, because I came back with nothing. All my sweat for 14 good years in US. This man took everything. This man forgot how I suffered in US as a single woman, all by myself. I was working full time.
Still again they go.
And going to school. Even I was in school as I was deported. I took exam that very day, Inver Hills Community College. I came back with nothing. All my sweat, and I had everything in that house, because it's a brand new house. Everything in the house is brand new. Oh God, brand new. I furnished it to my taste, 3 weeks before that time, I bought a brand new couch, $6,000, brand new, complete set with the dining, black Italian leather couch, everything in the house, because things are very cheap there. You live, buy things, buy whatever you want, So this man took everything, my sweat, for 14 good years. Then on getting here too in Nigeria, I said, okay, thank God. When I was there, I sent money, $2,000 to a family here. Okay, they told me they bought 4 plots of land somewhere. I should send money so that they can buy for me. So I said, okay, that was in 2002. 2002. I said, okay, since they told me a plot was 100,000, since a plot was 100,000, okay, let me send $2,000. Then exchange rate was between 130 to 140. I'm not very sure the exact, but it was between 130 to 140. So I sent $2,000 to them. Okay, buy 2 plots for me. When you change the 2,000, you will be getting close to 300,000. Whatever on top, you can use it in case you need money for lawyer or whatever, with paperwork. So I sent $2,000 to them. On getting here now, I came here. They live in Gwarimpa. I went to them. I called them and I told them that I'm around. Though. They said, okay, they gave me direction. So I came to see them in Gwarimpa. I said, okay, can I have the documents of the property?
House.
The property, the land.
Sorry.
Yes, the land, yes, sir. They brought out, which I have here. They brought out the document. I looked through them. I said, okay, me, I didn't know much, about all this because I've not bought one before. So I went through them. I have the document. There was one that she used because I sent some pictures to them. She said they needed my passport, so she didn't have my passport. She cut my pictures, some of the pictures I sent. She cut, thank you, to form passport. Yes, sir. She used them on them. 2. Then she said, by the land, I said, okay, go and show me location of this property. She can recognize the place, so that place is so bushy, this and I said, what if I want to do something there now? She said, no. She was just, because I spent like 2 to 3 months there with them. She said, every day I kept bothering her. She said, no, she doesn't, in short, she can't remember, recognize the place. I said, but let's go.
You and this family where you send money to, how na be?
We are the same, we cannot intermarry. My cousin, I'll say it's my cousin. The same village.
Now, brothers and a baby, that.
We can't. He can't marry me, my daughter or whoever. We can never intermarry.
Okay, carry on.
Yes, sir. So, I now told her, I said, see the condition. See what this man did. And they know that man. Because my husband used to come to Nigeria. That's how I met him. I was looking for somebody that will help me be sending things to my people here. So somebody now introduced me to him. That's how we met. A divorcee though. So, they know my husband. Whenever I send things to them, sometimes it's their house because then they were in Lagos, Nitel quarters.
Okay, now from
satellite
Lagos,
town.
They moved
Yes,
to Abuja.
sir. Yes, sir. Nitel quarters. So my husband will go to their house instead of, because my brother lived inside satellite. So it's easier for him to go to this woman's house than my brother's place. So that's where he will go and drop everything that I sent to them. So they know each other. So I said, see what this man has done to me. Now this land is the only hope I have now. I came back with nothing. No, absolutely nothing. Even account, everything I handed over to this man. She said, well, what happened?
That your husband.
My husband.
Anthony
Akinde. Babatunde Akinde. But if you have to Google him, you don't put the Babatunde. It's just Anthony Akinde from Ondo State, a Yoruba man. So this woman said, but to tell me the truth, what happened is that government revoked the land. I say, okay, what will happen now? Since I don't know the source, how you purchased, you have to keep this document.
Before, you don't know how they purchased.
Exactly.
Before government can revoke them.
Thank you, sir. I said, okay, keep the document with you until you see how you people will recover the land now. So I left for Lagos. While I was in Lagos, I was calling to, check on them. They kept telling me the same thing. Until 2008, advice, people now gave me advice, at least collect the document, have it. Keep it with you. That's your evidence. Because if you don't collect that from them, they might deny tomorrow that,
nothing happen.
Thank you. So I now called her. I said, okay, please send the documents to my brother in the village, because they always travel to the village. Whenever you go to the village, give the documents to my brother. Make it hold on for me. So they sent the document. They went. I don't know whether they went home or I believe they went home. They now gave the documents to my brother. So one of my uncles went home from Lagos. So my brother now told me that they must is at home. Do you want to see the documents and see what, because he is not going to open it, and see what they included there? I said okay, because it was sealed. So that my uncle, came back to Lagos with the documents. When I opened the documents, that particular one that they attached my passport photograph was not there. So the receipt of the document was not there.
And when they first give you see them?
No, that one with picture was there, but there was no receipt. But when I asked her for the receipt, she told me they didn't issue her receipt. I said, how can you buy land and they didn't issue you receipt? How can you buy a whole land and
Even
we
if
are not
you buy-
issued.
Even if you buy from person, you get waiting whether power of attorney or something we go show say this person
I
don't donate.
have power of attorney, but no receipt to say this is how much I purchased the land, because the power of attorney is not stated there. I say, I should know how much nothing. So I called her. I said, look, the document you sent to me, that one, you cut my picture, do passport.
Because you don't get your passport.
Because you don't get my passport. It's not there, it's missing. And then also, I asked you for receipt. You say you told me they didn't issue you receipt. So how now, if I want to pursue this thing now with the government, what is my proof of how much I purchased the land for? She said, well, she has told me what she told me. In short, after that, it was like quarrel. Every time when I called, I now stopped calling them. Until I came here, explained everything to that